Everybody, Paul Stoney here, CEO from Biggin and Scott. I'm joined today by Emily Sayers from our Richmond office, who's almost laughing because I tripped over that. I'm watching things change on the screen. Emily, congratulations on most list sales for the month of August.
Thank you.
Which was a total lockdown month, pretty much from the 4th or the 5th of August.
Mm-hmm.
For the team watching, I guess the questions are, how did you do it? What was easy? What did you have to learn to do differently? And what have people been asking you to do? Like, have they been really receptive to it, or has there been some pushback? So, first of all, what did you adapt?
So since the lockdown, what we had to start doing was getting our clients to actually take photos of each bedroom of the property, and also to help with the virtual tours. And then what we did was send them back to Dearcrit. They would edit them, send them back to us, and then we could get it up online. So that's working really well. I think we've sold about 3 that way, sight unseen, just from the photos and the virtual tour.
And so the vendors, they're really receptive to that and appreciate that they've got to do a few more things than usual.
Yeah, because it got extended, I think they just had to wrap their head around it and look at other ways we could get it on the market. Some have been happy to just wait until we get out of lockdown, but the other ones, especially the ones vacant, they want to get them up and running.
Yeah, fair enough. And so so they go up online, or you send them out to your database, and so you're finding that the pent up demand is forcing people to make decisions quick, and they just say, I've got to have it, or they've just been waiting so long.
I think they've just been waiting so long, and I think a lot of buyers are worried that when we come out of this, things are just going to go gangbusters and they may be priced out of that market. So I'm finding that, yes, they're happy to buy via the virtual tour and the photos. A lot still don't want to buy, though. They want to wait. I mean, I don't think I could spend that much money without physically walking through it personally, but each their own.
Yeah. And look, you're generally in a segment of the market which was, had stalled price-wise. Are you finding there is a bit of an adjustment in prices because of the demand, or it's, there's just so many, they kind of know the building, they know the size, and
I think the price, you're referring to apartments, I'm assuming.
Apartments, yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty steady. They're in a different market to houses. Houses obviously are going a lot better, but no, they're still going pretty consistent. They're selling within 4 to 6 weeks. So that market's actually doing quite well compared to a couple of years ago.
Yeah, actually, probably a good question for you. So you're finding the house segment of the market is as sort of adaptable to this as the apartments, or it's one over the other?
I think the apartment market has adapted more because a lot of those were investments for clients and they're vacant, so they're not generating any rental income. So they do want to get them up and running. Obviously, properties that are owner occupied, they might have a bit more time up their sleeve. They can wait.
Yeah. Okay. So the process of getting them to market has changed a fair bit. What about your process for actually winning the listing and getting the business? How's that changed?
It's kind of similar because I deal with a lot of investors and I don't really meet most of them in person. So my proposals with clients are still the same as what it was before. I mean, I'm happy to do this, and I think Ed's doing a lot of Zoom proposals, the digital, through head office. But I'm pretty much doing the same as what I was doing before, speaking with them, emailing them a proposal, following it up, and listing it that way. I mean, I'm happy to do Zoom with them, but it hasn't had to happen.
So a fair chunk of your time, which is pretty standard, is talking to them about how things are going to happen, or what happens and when. This is how we deal with this. This is how we deal with that. It hasn't changed. It's just the process.
Yeah, sorry, it hasn't changed. I mean, each week, obviously, the dialogue might be a little bit different because before we didn't have a date. Now they're discussing the 23rd of September for vacant properties. So now I'm having that dialogue saying, okay, do we want to get things up and running as of next week, just in preparation of, us coming out on the 23rd. So because it is COVID, each week the dialogue is slightly different depending on, the current situation.
Yeah, and so time, is it taking a lot more time because you're doing a lot more of this situation, or is it you're finding it's just the same but not what you used to?
I think I'm doing a lot more valuations than what I was before because the market is a lot stronger. I'm getting called a lot more, or just people wanting to have an update why it's, we're in lockdown and people are thinking, should we sell, shouldn't we sell, can you give us an update? I'm spending a lot of time doing just updated valuations on them all. So a lot of my time spent doing that.
Yeah, okay. Well, you've adapted, and anybody that wants to speak to somebody who has adapted, give Emily a call, because she just keeps on getting those numbers through, and one day we'll have that awards night.
Yeah, one day. October 28th, I hope. I changed my flight for that awards night.
Oh, don't talk to me about changing flights. I've had so many cancelled ones, cancelled holidays. Hey, Emily, congratulations. Thank you so much for fitting us into your busy day, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Sounds good. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.